Before we get into the material, I want to talk to you about our featured animal of the week. We've got Liz, our lizard. She's hanging out over my shoulder here, as she is most weeks during the show. You'll notice her most of the time right back there. So I just wanted to actually bring her on. I think we may have shown her off before in another show. But we have to highlight her, right? So here's Liz the lizard. I am super creative with my animal names, you guys. I've got Gary the gorilla, Liz the lizard. I'm really creative with animal names. So that's Liz. She'll be hanging out right over here in the corner. So if you have any questions for Liz, she's always right there in the show. We got Gary. Where is Gary? Gary's hanging up here in the tree, as a matter of fact. So that's usually where he is. He likes to hang out in the tree. So whether you have a question for Liz over here, the lizard, she takes care of things that are mostly on the ground. And then we've got Gary the gorilla. He's up here in the tree. Is he still sleeping? He might wake up, but he's still sleeping up there. He had a long night last night, so. That's our animals in the jungle, and many more. You're one of our animals in the jungle, so we're glad that you're here with us this morning. Alrighty, enough of that silliness. Let's get into our PowerPoint slide and talk about what we're here to talk about this morning. It's Ask a Web Geek with your host, CJ Gilbert. That's me. I'm your web safari guide. I know a lot about the internet and stuff, and our community does too. Take a moment, pat yourself on the back. I'd give you a big hug if I could, and let you know that you're doing the right thing. And I know it's challenging. Man, I know it's challenging, right? Sometimes we have challenging weeks. It's been kind of a challenging week for me, but I'm glad that you're with me this morning, and that makes it all worthwhile, right? If we can be here to support each other. So let's talk for a few minutes about the Ask a Web Geek show, how it works, how to get plugged in. You may have heard this before, or this may be your very first time to the show. I want to welcome you. Thank you. It is a Facebook group. Make sure you join our Facebook group, Ask a Web Geek. It's a public group. It's available for anyone to join. We're also on Twitter. If you're a Twitter user, please follow us there, Ask a Web Geek. You can watch this anytime. You can listen to this as a podcast anytime. And if you want to get in touch with me live in that moment, Twitter's a great place to do that, because I've pretty much always got that near my hand, and I can say hello to you and answer any questions. So I would love to have you come to our Twitter, follow us there, Ask a Web Geek, and ask us any questions, make any comments you have as you tweet along with the show. And then it's also a podcast. I love podcasts, and I hope that if you're a podcast user, you'll find us there too. All those links and details are at askawebgeek.com if you want any shortcut links to help you get to any of those places. Okie doke. It's time to buckle up. So I'm going to invite you to grab your canteen. I have my canteen here near me. Whoa! That was the thunder of the web jungle. It wasn't me hitting my keyboard at all. No butterfingers over here. That was thunder. But that's okay, because our Jeep. Are we in a Jeep or a bus, or are we walking through with a machete? I'm going to bounce back and forth with my metaphors because I can. Right? Let's say today we're in a Jeep. I'm a little tired. I don't want to walk. I'll drive. So today we're in a Jeep, and it's raining because there's thunder. So we'll be protected inside the Jeep. Yes, I promise. I'm going to say ridiculous things all the time, because I don't have any problem with you laughing at me if the end result is your business gets better.
2 hours later.
Make your website better. Make your whole business better. The internet's a jungle. Roar! See you next week.